I got kicked out by my mom, friends vanished when I needed them, and now I am battling homelessness alone with no support. Unbelievable. I apologize for any typographical errors. I am truly feeling overwhelmed. I am a 22-year-old woman who has recently become homeless due to my mother, who is 50 years old. Our relationship has always been extremely poor. I identify as queer, which she strongly disapproves of, along with many other problems she has with my very being. The last argument we had was absurd. I fell ill, and instead of caring for me, she became furious that I was in pain and nearly passed out on the couch while she and her boyfriend wanted to watch television and thought I was an inconvenience. We began to argue, and she demanded that I gather my belongings and leave. I could have managed the situation more effectively, but I must stress that I am perpetually in the position of calming her down and mediating our relationships without explaining our entire history. I lack a relationship with any other family members. Most of them are extreme right-wing individuals who do not accept people like me, and more importantly, most would refuse to help me even if I pleaded with them. I had to sever ties with my father because he became violent towards me, and after I turned 18, he began to make inappropriate comments about me and my sexuality. I have a few older siblings as well, but I have also distanced myself from them due to their consistent harmful behavior towards me. One of my friends kindly offered to let me stay at her place, but within the first day, the cumulative stress overwhelmed me. I had a breakdown on my private social media account, not my best moment, and ultimately, I admitted myself to a mental health facility from which I just discharged today. I was able to resume my medication, which was a relief, and I devised a plan to secure housing locally. If that fails, I would consider flying to my boyfriend on the other side of the country. I asked my friend if I could extend my stay with her, and she agreed. This enabled me to present a solid plan to the hospital staff, who then approved my release under the condition that I would follow through with it. Upon entering her vehicle after she picked me up, she informed me that I could only stay for one more night and that I needed to search for an Airbnb. I am not upset by this. I understood it was a considerable request, and I only asked because my boyfriend encouraged me to do so. Soon after, I received a message from my childhood best friend's family stating they could not assist me in any way. I do not harbor any resentment towards either of these situations. I appreciate their prior help in different forms. It's just another letdown added to the pile. The most frustrating aspect is that when I discuss my situation, everyone seems indifferent. I spoke to my childhood best friend about my troubles, and it felt as if I had simply told him I received a D on a test. Several friends reached out initially, but when I responded, the conversations quickly lost momentum. A number of friends I previously communicated with daily have not even bothered to send me a message. I've received multiple replies stating, "Oh, I don't know what to say." I am incredibly frustrated. I always support these individuals. If they are experiencing a challenging situation, they come to me. If they are questioning their sexuality, they talk to me. People consistently unload their issues onto me, yet the moment I attempt to discuss my problems, they seem to disappear. I seldom even share most of my issues. The breakdown on social media was the first time I disclosed any specific family-related problems to a broader audience in years. The only people I genuinely confide in regarding my struggles are the friend with whom I am currently staying and my boyfriend. I recognize that I possess numerous problems, but I am not choosing any of this. The fight with my mother was not my fault, and at the very least, those who have spoken to me agree that no parent should ever evict their child. However, regarding everything else, I didn't choose to be assaulted. I didn't decide for my former best friend to betray me and attempt theft. I didn't choose to be stalked, and I didn't select my family. It's not as if I immerse myself in dangerous environments. I lead the life of a recluse. I rarely left my dorm during college. I hardly post publicly online. Yet bad things continue to happen to me. Yet, whenever I express my frustration over the lack of reciprocation in support, I keep receiving the same excuses. You shouldn't do good deeds for others with the expectation of receiving kindness in return. Does no one remember the saying, "Treat others how you wish to be treated"? They constantly flit between accusing me of trying too hard or not trying hard enough. Which is it? I am not behaving any differently. Or my least favorite phrase, "Nobody owes anyone anything." What are you talking about? Why have friends if you can't share sadness with them? But then when I ask, should I not bother trying at all? I am told that I am being too extreme. I do not understand. To me, it sounds like people want me to continue my current behavior while simultaneously silencing my complaints. And I am skilled at reading people. Many of these individuals have commented on how observant I am or how well I seem to understand others. It's not as if I am constantly bombarding them with my problems, either. Again, I tend to avoid discussing my issues as most people become uncomfortable, and I dislike making anyone feel uneasy. It is exasperating that all of these unusual rules apply to me alone. Everyone I know can depend on their families, except me. Everyone can rely on their friends, except me. Everyone can share their struggles, except me. Why am I so different? Initially, I believed it might be because I am a woman, but after forming friendships with women, the same issues arose. Then I surmised it could be due to my queerness, and after making connections with fellow queer individuals, the pattern persisted. I wondered if it might be a result of being neurodivergent. Is that the reason? Yet when I interacted with others in similar situations, they too experienced similar challenges. So many people treat my situation as if it is trivial. You just need to overcome this one more obstacle. And it's like, we began saying that 40 challenges ago. When will it be time to call it quits? Why is it wrong to recognize just how dire my circumstances are? Why is there no genuine support available to me? I find myself feeling like a terrible person and friend if everyone can dismiss my struggles so easily. Yet, why do they still approach me to vent their issues? I do have some savings, which is my only positive aspect, but they are depleting quickly. Everyone insists, that's what they are for. But no one acknowledges that I am left with nobody but myself. When my funds run out, I cannot turn to my family for help or care. I will simply be destitute and adrift. I am genuinely on the verge of homelessness, and none of these people seem to care. Some of the few individuals who have offered any support live across the country, and some are merely acquaintances. One person provided an offer for their home, which is nearby, but it is shared with their relatives, and I feel guilty accepting help from a family that does not know me well. Besides, given the circumstances, it feels too good to be true. My boyfriend and his family are the only ones expressing anger for my situation. I feel genuinely deranged. He became emotional and upset when I explained that I was planning to look for an Airbnb for the following day. He keeps encouraging me to reach out to some of our other friends, but given how everything has transpired, I refuse to further embarrass and disappoint myself. The first deadline is approaching in a few days, and I am anxious. This will be my only opportunity to secure accommodation quickly, and I truly doubt it will materialize. I have 2 apartment viewings scheduled for tomorrow, but oh wait, I am currently unemployed. My boyfriend has offered to act as my cosigner, but with my luck, the landlords will look at 2 young adults' credit scores and immediately dismiss us. I am in serious trouble. My boyfriend and his family have told me I could stay with them in a worst-case scenario, but I am also grappling with that, especially since I recently signed a lease for a car. Every aspect of this situation seems to worsen, and all my friends suggest, why don't you just sell the car? Hello. It's a lease. That's not how IT works, and we live in an area where a vehicle is essential. What are we even discussing? I know I am not insane, because all the medical professionals have mentioned how it appears I'm the only sane individual in this entire scenario. So why is everyone acting like this? I sincerely hope that one of the apartments tomorrow works out for me, because at least then, I will have a safe place to sit and apply for jobs. I won't be able to afford a bed, so I am merely planning to sleep on bags filled with my clothing. Thankfully, I received EBT benefits from my friend, so that alleviates one additional concern amid the countless other trivial issues I need to manage. I am giving up on being there for others. Clearly, something isn't working, and I am too heartbroken and frightened to be concerned about anyone but myself at this moment. I will undoubtedly lose numerous friends because of this, and I am saddened by that. I am deeply saddened by the aspirations I held for myself that will never materialize due to my struggle against a lifetime of poverty. I might as well not have earned my degree, as I find myself in a far worse position now. I fully expect that if I express to anyone, I believe my life is far more challenging than that of many others, I will only hear, it could always be worse. Yes, you are correct. It could be worse, and it keeps getting worse while nobody seems to care. I regret that this message is so disorganized. I harbor no anger towards anyone except myself and the universe.